Hi guys, it's Even Sunday again. We have normality restored. Episode 6 is up on YouTube. Episode 5 still isn't, but episode 6 is. So we go back to the YouTube subtitles today. I'm gonna remember to turn them on. It's the last episode of Even Sun. I'm kind of gutted. I really don't want it to end. So we're gonna go into it and see how they wrap things up. If there are any established relationships at the end of this, or if it's just like one big tease, we don't know. So let's get into it and see how we get on. I have so many questions still. There's no way they all get answered this episode. Artid has definitely had some character progression. He's a lot more playful, or he was last episode. Why does he look so nervous? Oh! I forgot they're gonna like spend the night together, right? Oh, I forgot how cool he looks.
ไม่มีอะไรถามอะไรหน่อยดิทำไมนายมีเทียนไว้ในห้องอะ
Candles are normal. I mean, the other stuff wasn't, I guess. So that
ไฟ
makes
มันชอบดับอ่ะที่นี่มันเป็นเกาะก็เลยต้องมีเทียนไว้ไง
it does make sense why he would be nervous if he found them like with the handcuffs and everything.
แบบนี้นี่เอง จะไม่หนีไปไหนหรอกนะ
ฉันไม่เชื่อหรอก
เชื่อฟังก็ได้ขนาดนี้แล้ว
ไปนอนได้แล้วไปนอนไปเร็ว
I was gonna say, why wouldn't you handcuff him to the bed? But he already escaped
ดื้อ
once,
จัง
right?
วะจะนอนไหมเนี่ย
ไม่ใช่ขยับก่อนดิ
ไปดิ
มาเอามือขึ้นก่อนดิ
Such a weird dynamic. It's so weird that they're just like, he's keeping Sun hostage, and to do that he's just like constantly handcuffed to him.
มึงมีข้าวกูมีน้ำไม่กินกันดิ
So I guess they can tell that Artid and Sun are like bonding, right? Well, they're not really, but
กินข้าวกันปะทำไมมึงเนี่ย
if you're friends with someone, you kind of see it before you do, right? So they're like, yeah, just give them time together. I don't know though, they're still bickering after all of this time. I love them so much. There's no way he gets that without waking him up. There's no way. Cute.
ถ้าเราโตเราจะทำให้นายจำเราได้เอง แต่นายต้องทักเรานะ
What? I'll do something to make you remember me, but you have to say hi to me?
ขอโทษ
ไม่เป็นไร
Oh, genuine niceness to each other. Oh my gosh, we're getting there, people. We're getting there. What was that flashback about, though? God, they just introduced a whole nother level to Artid last episode, and I'm trying to work out what the fuck is going on with him.
ไปอาบน้ำไปแล้วก็อย่าหนีล่ะเดี๋ยวให้คนมารับไม่หนีหรอกนะ
No. What is going on with Artid, man?
โอ๊ยขอโทษไม่เล่นด้วยแล้วเจ็บอยากเล่นก็เล่นไปคนเดียวงั้นนายพักอยู่ตรงนี้ก่อนแล้วกันเดี๋ยวเราไปเอายาหมองมาให้
Who are all these kids? That's Sun's dad in the background, and a Shing's dad.
เจ็บสิถามได้
Isn't this Artid's flashback though?
แค่เนี้ยไม่เป็นไรหรอกเดี๋ยวก็หาย
นายชื่ออะไรอ่ะ
ไม่ต้องรู้หรอก
ทำไม
อีกเดี๋ยวเราก็ไม่อยู่ที่นี่หรอก
นายจะไปไหนอ่ะอยู่เล่นกับเราก่อนได้ไหมอ่ะ
ไม่
นี่
Rude.
ถ้าเราโตเราจะทำให้นายจำเราได้เอง แต่นายต้องทักเรานะ
แล้วเราจะจำนายได้ยังไง
อืมงั้นเราจะทำผมสีส้มให้เหมือนดวงอาทิตย์ เพราะเราชื่อซันที่แปลว่าพระอาทิตย์ ตกลงไหม
พี่
No fucking way.
พี่รู้จักปะ
I feel like I've just been hit by a truck. Oh my god. They knew each other as kids, or they met as kids. And that's what the orange hair actually has a meaning. Oh my god. And Artid knows this.
มัดดีๆเอามัดแน่นๆนะเดี๋ยวเรือหายนะ
คนเยอะเลยวันนี้
มาของหมดยังเนี่ย
นู่นเดี๋ยวไม่
โอเค
2 ล
นี่กระเป๋าลูกค้า
ำ
ฝากดูแลนะ
เร็ววันนี้
เดี๋ยวตอนเย็นเราจะไป
I'm not gonna lie, I've not been paying attention. I'm sorry, I have to go back. I have not been paying attention. I was like freaking out about that internally. You couldn't see it, but inside I've been screaming for the last 30
มัดดี
seconds.
ๆเอามัดแน่นๆนะเดี๋ยวเรือหายนะ
คนเยอะเลยวันนี้
มาของหมดยังเนี่ย
นู่นเดี๋ยว
There's no fucking way.
นี่กระเป๋าลูกค้าฝากดูแลนะ
เร็ววันนี้
These shows get me with the flashbacks, man. It's the flashbacks that do it.
ตามน้องๆไปได้เลยครับเดี๋ยวกำลังไปที่พักครับผมครับผมตามไปได้เลยครับถ่ายรูปได้เต็มที่เลยครับผม
See, that was a completely normal conversation with no flirtiness that would imply JJ had anything to worry about between Nemo and Nai. Very odd.
ผมก็มาช่วยงานพี่นี่แหละ
มึงด้วยเหรอไอ้นาย แล้วนี่มึงไม่กลับกรุงเทพเหรอ
กูว่าเดี๋ยวค่อยกลับว่ะ กลับพร้อมน้องมึงนี่แหละ ส่วนเรื่องกรุงเทพอะไม่ต้องห่วงจัดการให้ กูส่งคนไปดูพ่อไอ้ซัน คราวนี้กำลังหาเงินคืนมึงอยู่ กูจัดการเอง
นี่คุยเรื่องอะไรกันเนี่ยทำไมมันจริงจังจังอะมีแต่เรื่องพ่อ แล้วเรื่องลูกเหรอครับ จัดการหรือยัง
หมายความว่าไง
Helene knows, Nai. They all know. The friends always know first.
อย่าเครียดนักเลย เงินทองอะเราก็มีเยอะแยะ แล้วก็เดี๋ยวผมเรียนจบอะผมจะกลับมาช่วยงานพี่เองนะ
Cute.
เราอะกลับไปตั้งใจเรียนเถอะไม่ต้องห่วงพี่หรอก
ครับ มาแล้วค่ะไหนอ้วน
Cute, cute. I can't. Just give me a second to process, because I'm like, my head is still in the last scene right now. I'm blown away, man. I was not expecting any kind of depth to this at all. This show has been just like a bit silly, a bit of fun, very wholesome and cute. I was not expecting for them to hit me with a flashback like that. Like, I didn't think the hair had any meaning whatsoever. There's no way that I thought they'd met before as kids, before Artid like went to the island and became owner of the island. So do the friends know? Like, did they see the guy with the orange hair and go, this is the guy my brother slash friend has been waiting for? Or do they just think that he's some guy that turned up that Artid's got the hots for, and they can just piece together that there's something there? Oh, man. And when Artid lent Sun's dad the money, did he know that that was... He can't have done, right? Because they showed in the flashback that he turned around and saw Sun with his orange hair, and at that point he knew that it was him. So he probably didn't know that it was Sun's dad that he was actually lending money to. You would have thought in the first time they met, though, when Sun was trying to get to Artid Island, you would have thought when Artid turned around and saw him that he would have had more of a reaction to seeing, like, the guy with the orange hair, right? Unless it was like a repressed memory that he just unlocked by accidentally kissing him. Oh, I don't know, man. It blows me away.
มาเร็วข้ามาเร็วข้า
พวกมึงฝากนี้ด้วยนะ
นี่
เฮ้ยนิโมช่วยด้วยดิ
เรื่องนี้ผมคงช่วยไม่ได้ครับโทษนะ
Cute.
ทะเลช่วยด้วยดิ
เฮ้ยไม่ใช่เรื่องกูไม่ช่วย
โอ๊ยปล่อยทะเล
โอ้ย
ไอ้พวกป่าเถื่อนอย่าให้กูเจอที่กรุงเทพนะเว้ยกูจะแจ้งตำรวจจับพวกมึงให้หมดไอ้พวกเลวไอ้พวกป่าเถื่อนกูจะแจ้งตำรวจจับ
Even Nemo's just waving at him. I guess he knows that his brother's like a good guy and that Sun is safe. If anything, it's Nye I would be afraid of. His questionable drugging of people.
ไปไหนอีกเนี่ย
เฮ้ยระวัง
Jeez, he comes out of nowhere. That was cute
เจ็บไหม
though.
ช่างมันเถอะเดี๋ยวก็หาย
แน่นะ งั้น
Such dramatic music. Cute. If that had hit Sun on the head, it would have killed him, right?
สมน้ำหน้า
Jeez.
อะไรล่ะ
ไม่มีอะไร แต่ก็ขอบใจนะที่ช่วย
ว่าไงนะ
Cute.
ขอบใจที่ช่วย ยิ้มอะไร ฉันรู้ว่านายได้ยินนะ
They're so fucking cute together.
จะว่าไป ชื่อของเราก็เหมือนกันดีเนาะ
หรอ
ก็นายชื่ออาทิตย์ภาษาอังกฤษก็คือซัน ส่วนฉันชื่อซัน ภาษาไทยก็คืออาทิตย์
Oh, I didn't know that. That's cool.
ความหมายเดียวกันเลย
สวยละสิไม่ว่า
ฉันตั้งหากที่โคตรซวย นายรู้ปะอาชีพของฉันก็คือนักทวงหนี้ แต่ไม่เคยทวงสำเร็จเลย ตอนแรกอะพ่อส่งฉันมาทวงหนี้นายแหละ คิดว่าถ้าสำเร็จก็คงกอบกู้ศักดิ์ศรีกลับมาได้ แต่สุดท้าย ก็เหมือนเดิม ฉันว่าฉันคงไม่เหมาะกับอาชีพนี้หรอก
I said that in episode 1, did I not say that he was not suitable for this line of work?
นายเหมาะกับอะไรอ่ะ
ไม่รู้สิ
Really?
นายเก็บทำไมอะ
ฉันแค่อยากให้บ้านสะอาดอ่ะ พอมันสะอาด มันก็น่าอยู่ใช่ปะล่ะ
Cute! Oh my god! I love him! Really? That was a really sweet moment. They actually had a conversation where they weren't mad at each other.
โอ้ยตายแล้ว ไม่รู้อะเอาคืนมาให้เดี๋ยวนี้เลย
ก็ไม่มีอ่ะ
ไม่มี
อ้าวเฮ้ยเป็นไรอ่ะ
Dude?
เฮ้ยอ้าวเฮ้ยเดี๋ยวใจเย็นนะใจเย็น
That's what Artin meant about the lie of a best friend. Yeah, it's all making sense now. No.
แต่อาก็ขอเข้ามาพ่อแกทุกวัน แล้วหลังจากนั้น
No
แล้วตอนนี้ล่ะครับ
way.
ช่างมันนะครับคุณอาเรื่องมันก็ผ่านมานาน
So it
แล้ว
wasn't even Artid that lent him the money, it was Artid's dad.
อาต้องขอโทษนะ
But you're
อา
a
รับรอง
real
ว่าจะ
piece
ไม่
of
ให้มีเรื่อง
work,
อย่างนั้นเกิด
man.
ขึ้นอีกเป็นอันขาดนะ
I feel bad for both Artid and Sun to get like mixed up with this guy. Have to deal with him.
เรากลับบ้านกันแต่นะลูกนะ
พ่อ นี่มันหมายความว่ายังไงอะ
ก็นี่คือเช็คเงินสด10 ล้านที่คุณอาเอามาคืน แล้วก็สัญญาเงินกู้อะ
Oh. So he did get the money? Or he's going to, it's like a loan. Like a repayment agreement.
เห็นไหมเฮ้ย
He don't like you very much. The fuck? Is that not what he's been waiting for this whole time?
สัน
Oh, Artid, what you doing?
นายเป็นอิสระแล้ว
You're just gonna send him away?
นาย
เราเช็คนี่ล่ะ
God, so
Well,
much
look at
communicated with a single
Right.
look. That was really incredible acting from both of them.
คือลูก
So he's leaving it to Nai to sort out the loan stuff.
สัน เรากลับบ้าน
Dude.
กันนะลูก
Shut the fuck up. For the love of God. Nobody likes you right now. I don't think anyone's ever liked you. Your own son doesn't like you right now.
เดี๋ยวลูก
He doing the smart thing, which is quite unusual for him. Poor Artid, man. He's got so much, like, emotional baggage with him.
นาย นาย
กลับไปกับพ่อนายเถอะ
No, he's back to telling him to leave the island again.
ทำไมนายชอบไล่ฉันจังเลยอะ
Yeah, chasing him away.
นายก็ไม่อยากอยู่ที่นี่อยู่แล้วนี่
นายรู้ได้ไงอ่ะ ฉันอาจจะเปลี่ยนใจแล้วก็ได้นะ
อะไรของนายเนี่ย
ที่นี่มันก็ไม่ได้แย่
นายอยู่ที่นี่ไม่ได้หรอก กลับไปเถอะ
Oh, we're just back to episode 1 all over again.
ถ้าฉัน
No.
จะอยู่อ่ะ ไล่ยังไงฉันก็ไม่ไปเว้ย
Also very similar to what he said at the beginning of the show, but it kind of hits different because he's staying for a different reason.
แต่นายไม่ได้เป็นหนี้ฉันแล้วนะ กลับไปซะ
นี่ ยืมเงินหน่อยได้ไหมอ่ะ
What? Oh, that's cute. He wants to owe him, so he has to stay here.
จะเอาเท่าไหร่อ่ะ
เท่าไหร่ก็ได้อะที่ฉันจะไม่มีวันใช้หนี้นายหมด
Oh, it's too sweet. It's too sweet. No, 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 no. I'm just like a hopeless romantic, so stuff like that, like, it'll always, like, get to me, you know?
ยังไม่เข้ามาหาอีก
Cute. Very, very, very cute. Super sweet. Oh, I love them. I'm happy for them. I hope Sun never leaves the island. It's like Thousand Stars all over again.
เชียร์ก่อน
กูให้ชิง
ก่อน
มึงในชิงมาซ้อมมาตั้งเป็นปี
ดูลวดลายมันก่อน
They're still cute together. I like them a lot.
เฮ้ย
เพศไหนมันก็เหมือนกันนั่นแหละวะ เพื่อความสุขของลูก เราก็ต้องยอมเปิดใจให้มันกว้างๆหน่อย
First sensible thing to come out of that man's mouth for the entire show.
อีพูดก็ถูกว่ะ
I did not expect that level of insight from
เพศไหน
him.
ก็รักกันได้
Jeez. When he looks at you like he wants to kiss you, but then he kicks you in the face.
3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10
I feel like it would be incredibly unrealistic if anyone other than Ishing won.
แพ้อะไร
Because he's been practicing like
ชนะ
all
เห็
his
น
life.
นั่นน่ะ
ชนะอะไรวะ ไอ้มังกรมันแพ้ดอกอยู่เนี่ย
โอ้ย
เห็นอยู่เนี่ย
Cute. Isn't there like 30 people watching though? They're just like,
ลูกแกชนะแต่แพ้ใจไอ้มังกรบ่ใครแล้ววะ
I guess that's one way to tell your dad that you like him. Cute. I like them a lot.
เฮ้ยแกกลัวมันขึ้นมาไอ้งู
มึงไม่กลัวพ่อมึงเหรอ กลัวดิ แต่กูกลัวไม่มีมึงมากกว่า
Oh, he saw that. That's why he allowed the competition. Okay, we're getting the answers to the questions. That's nice. Oh my god. That escalated quickly.
ตกลง ฉันอยู่ที่นี่ต่อได้ใช่ปะ
ได้สิ นานเท่าที่นายอยากจะอยู่เลย นี่ ที่เคยพูดไว้ว่า ถ้าคนที่ชื่อเหมือนกันมันจะซวยอ่ะ ขอถามคำพูดนะ ก็ถ้าคนละคนที่ชื่อเหมือนกันมันจะซวยอ่ะ แต่ตอนนี้มันก็ไม่ซวย
หมายความว่ายังไง
ก็เราเป็นคนคนเดียวกันแล้วไง
Cute. Oh, it's so cute.
น่ารักเนี่ย
Agreed.
อาทิตย์
เงียบๆก่อน
เฮ้ยด้วยเปิดประตูให้หน่อยครับอาทิตย์พี่อาทิตย์
อาทิตย์
Cute, 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 cute.
อยู่หรือเปล่า เปิดให้หน่อยครับ อาทิตย์
มีอะไรกันอ่ะ
ทำอะไรวะ โคตรนานเลยอ่ะ เฮ้ยอะไร กูอยู่คนเดียว แล้วทำไมไม่ไปนอนบ้านหลังใหญ่หึ
แล้วซันนะครับ
ที่ไม่รู้อ่ะ
ไม่เจอก็ไม่เป็นไรครับ พอดีผมกับพี่นายอะ
Crazy
ไปกลับกรุงเทพแล้ว ก็เลยมาบอกพี่ก่อน
เอาเหรอ งั้น กูฝากมึงดูแลน้องชายกูด้วยละกัน
ไม่ต้องห่วงสำหรับว่าที่ทนายคนใหม่ของเกาะอาทิตย์ ใช่ปะเนี่ย แหม พี่นายอ่ะก็ช่วยพี่อาทิตย์ทุกวันอยู่แล้วอ่ะ ใครจะไปกล้าแย่ง
อ้าวก็กลัว พวกกลัวเพื่อนรัก แล้วคู่รักของมึงอ่ะ อยู่ไหน
นิโมนิโมจะกลับแล้วใช่ไหมครับ เดี๋ยวพี่ไปส่ง เดี๋ยวไปรอที่ห้องอาหารก่อนเนาะ
โอเคครับ
พี่ขอไปเปลี่ยนชุดแป๊บนึง
ขอเข้าห้องน้ำหน่อยดิ
ไม่ได้
Cute.
แปลกนะมึงอ่ะ
พื้นที่ส่วนตัวของกู
มีพิรุษ
ไม่มี กูเปลี่ยนชุดก่อน ยุ่งจังมึงเนี่ย
Very cute, very cute, very cute.
แปลกว่ะ แน่ๆชัวร์
You're not getting crazy vibes that there's anything going on between Nai
เปลี่ยน
and
ชุดเสร็จแล้วเหร
Nemo.
อ
Maybe JJ was just jealous.
จะได้ไปส่งพวกนั้นกันไง
เอ้า แล้วนายไม่ได้บอกพวกนั้นเหรอว่าเราอยู่ด้วยกันอะ
ใช่ งั้น เดี๋ยวเราออกพร้อมกัน แต่แยกกันแล้วไปเจอกันที่หาด
Cute.
ชุดแล้ว
Little sniff kiss, very cute. I'm so glad Sun stayed. I did not want a repeat of Thousand Stars where he like has to leave and say goodbye to everyone. Oh, they're happy. This is the happiest we've seen him all show. It's the happiest we've seen both of them all show. Very cute. Cute.
โอ้ อะไรเนี่ย ฮะ ไม่แอบดูเหรอ
So many likable characters.
นายหัวของกูมาเลย
เฮ้ย อายเพื่อนบ้างนี่
อายทำไมล่ะ
Cute, cute, cute. I like it a lot. Everyone's getting their happy ending. It's so nice. Except JJ, but we don't like him, so it's fine. He's cleaning up the beach to keep his home clear. Do you see it?
ก็ฉันอยากให้บ้านของนายน่าอยู่
Cute.
"แล้วอยากอยู่ไหมล่ะ?"
นายให้ฉันอยู่เหรอ
งั้นเรามาอยู่ด้วยกันนะ
No subtitles.
อยู่ด้วยกันตลอดไป
Yes. Stay forever. Do it. Yes. This is everything I needed. Oh, I love them. And this is the bit from the intro that I've been like squealing over every week. And it's just so much sweeter now. Oh, how do people not like this show? It's so wholesome.
"เราลืมอะไรไปหรือเปล่าอ่ะ?"
เท่าที่นึกได้ ก็ไม่ลืมนะ
Have you forgotten something?
ลืมสิ
Oh,
ทุกคนคงลืมฉันไปหมดแล้ว
is he still on the island?
ใครก็ได้ ช่วยด้วย
Didn't I say that like when they were arguing on that island? I was like, did JJ leave? Like, and then we saw the boat and I said, oh, they must both still be on the island. But then you just go and there's Nemo there. Oh, that's funny. That was so sweet. It felt like 5 minutes. Was it 5 minutes? It felt like 5 minutes. That was 40 minutes. It did not feel like 40 minutes. They're so sweet. So many likable characters. So in the end, Artid and Sun get together and they live on the island. Ashing and Mancorn get together. They didn't do anything with Mech and Tai, which I am happy about because that would have felt really rushed and unrealistic. And they didn't put Nemo with anyone either, and I'm kind of glad for that too. because I got some chemistry vibes between him and Talay at the beginning, like they were kind of making Talay incredibly protective of him, which can just be like a my best friend's little brother kind of feeling, you know. But I wasn't really getting Nemo-Nye vibes, really. Even when Nye turned up at the island, they didn't really go anywhere with that. So again, if Nemo had gotten with either of those two, it wouldn't have felt realistic. So I think the two pairings they went with were sensible. And if they had more episodes, they could have done Mac and Tai and maybe Nemo with someone. But they went with the sensible route, considering there were only 6 episodes. That was really sweet. I stick by a little bit of what I said last week. I think that the show was let down by the fact that it had half the amount of episodes as most of these other shows, and the episodes themselves were shorter. I feel like they could have slowed down the romances and the bonding and explained things a bit better if they had more time to do that. I have a feeling that this is like a filler show while they were getting ready to film Between Us, I think it's called. The thing that follows on from Until We Meet Again, or it's a prequel to Until We Meet Again, or something like that. So I feel like this was not low effort, but low priority. It was kind of like a filler thing, so they kind of maybe rushed it a little bit. And didn't want it to be like a chunky 12-episode show for that reason. So yeah, it let down a little bit by the lack of episodes. Certain aspects, especially in the last half of the show, felt really rushed. I think the first few episodes were about normal for what you would expect from a show, introducing the characters, setting up a bit of conflict, but also a bit of cuteness. But then from like episode 3 or so onwards, it did start to feel like a lot of things were happening off screen, and then you would come in and you'd be like, wait, why are they like that now? And then maybe you would get a flashback. Like that happened a lot in this. You would see something and you'd be like, what the fuck? And then you'd get a flashback to explain it, like the boxing thing. You know, the last time we saw Ashing, Mankorn, and Ashing's dad was completely against the competition, was forcing Mankorn to move out, and that is the last time you see Ashing's dad interacting with them. And then this episode, it cuts straight to the competition with Ashing's dad taking bets and, you know, rooting them on and stuff like that. And you get a momentary flashback where you see that actually Ashing's dad agrees with the other two gentlemen that your kid's happiness should come first if they find romance. And then you see the flashback where he actually caught the conversation between Ashing and Mankorn at the end of episode 5. He actually saw that, so he knew that they had feelings for each other, and then he allows the competition. So they kind of explained it through flashbacks, whereas if they had more time, they probably could have shown they could have just drawn it out a little bit more, where you see more bonding between Ashing and Mankorn. You see the dad kind of maybe in a bit of conflict over it, rather than him just going straight to being okay with it. You know, a lot of the bonding that happens feels like it's off screen. I didn't expect these two to feel so natural. I thought that they would feel very rushed at this last episode as well, and actually it wasn't anywhere near as bad as I was expecting. They started off bickering about going to sleep, and that's very similar to the dynamic that they've had for the whole show. And then when they wake up, yes, there is an attitude shift where they're actually kind of softer spoken to each other, but you see a reason for it, right? Like they have the accidental kiss, and then Artid has the flashback to when they were kids. So he's obviously in a softer frame of mind when thinking about Sun, so obviously he's not going to be like cold-hearted or anything. So it didn't feel like a huge jump because they set it up beforehand that he was thinking about other things and they shared the kiss and stuff. It felt like a natural shift in attitude towards each other. I think the only time it felt slightly rushed was when Sun's dad turned up. You know, they were still at the point where they were handcuffed together because they were afraid. Artid was afraid that Sun was going to run away, and things like that. And then Artid just uncuffs him, walks away, and Sun chases him and says, "I want to live here," basically. How much money do I need to borrow from you so that I never have to leave? And bearing in mind that he didn't try to escape or want to escape at all this episode, but at the end of episode 5 he was still trying to escape, right? Like running away from Artid and stuff on the beach. So it does feel like a little bit of a jump for him to suddenly be like that. And if they had more time, you could have, even just in that one conversation, you could have drawn out that conversation where you see that Sun is feeling a lot more conflicted and he hasn't quite made up his mind, and he's just, you know, he understands that he doesn't want to leave, but he doesn't really know why. But it does feel a little bit like they went from like level 3 in affection to level 5 in affection, and they skipped to level 4. But I still thought it was really sweet and romantic, so I'm not complaining. One thing that you will find if you watch me watch these shows is that I am a bit of a hopeless romantic. I am all about the happy ending Disney fairy tale shit. So I'm very easy to please when it comes to cute stuff and romance and stuff like that. It can be quite cheesy and cliche or whatever, but if it's romantic, I will love it. So, you know, I'm not here to give like an avid criticism of the show and how the production could have done better or anything like that. If it's romantic, I'm probably going to enjoy it, regardless of how good it is or whatever. I just like things that I enjoy. I don't really sit there and contemplate the quality of it or anything like that. And I really enjoyed the show as a whole, and I loved them together. And I thought that was really romantic that Sun chases after him and just says, yeah, how much money do I have to borrow so that I never have to leave and I can never work off the debt? That was so sweet. And then Artid like cries and hugs him. It was so sweet. It did feel like a bit of a jump, but it's fine. It was sweet. And then you get the idea that time is passing quicker than what we're seeing, right? Because it then immediately jumps to the boxing competition. And Sun's dad is already back there, and it looks like he hadn't just turned up or anything. It looks like he'd been back for a while. And he was there at the boxing competition. So it's not like the boxing competition happens the same day or even the next day after he was there on the island discussing the debt. So there is time passing that we are not witnessing where they are bonding together. So you have to take that into consideration when things feel a little bit rushed. So I give it the benefit of the doubt. I just wish there had been a proper 12 episode run of this show where you could really flesh out all of these bonding moments and have more of these cute scenes. You know, like Bad Buddy had so many freaking cute scenes between like them bickering and them realizing they like to spend time with each other and then them kissing, and then, you know, there's like a whole journey there and it's filled with sweet bonding moments. And it feels like for this it's just been squished, and it's very rapid. But overall I still loved it, honestly. There's so many likable characters, and there's so many there was so much potential with all of the characters that they definitely could have made 12 episodes out of this. So that's really my only criticism. Or at least any criticisms I have of the show I think could be put down to the lack of screen time. So right now you should see that I have put up on the screen to show you real quick my review that I did for Even Sun to add to my review book. I've got all of these ones here. you will see that I have given it an 8 out of 10, so it's tied with Bad Buddy. And I know people are probably like, really? You like this as much as Bad Buddy? And I know people loved Bad Buddy, and I did too. But I felt like I've spent a lot of that show frustrated with a lot of the characters. There were a lot of unlikable characters. There were a lot of moments that it wasn't going the way I wanted. It had anxiety triggers in it. So if you take all of that into account, even with the shortcomings that this had with its lack of screen time and feeling a bit rushed in places, I feel like I enjoyed it even possibly more than Bad Buddy. I feel like I reined myself in by giving it an 8. I wanted to go like higher because I feel like I enjoyed this more than Bad Buddy. It didn't have anxiety triggers in it for me. It was wholesome, it was cute, it was fluffy. There was no real tension or drama that had me like upset. It was just a bit fun. It was just a bit of fun. And I really like that they went that way when, you know, they actually discussed some very serious topics and some very serious things happened. I mean, I talked about it last week, right? The fact that like Sun is getting handcuffed and held hostage and drugged, stuff like that, and he wakes up and he's just like, oh, you know, like if that was you, you wouldn't be reacting like that. It would be a lot more serious and dark, and you would be scared for your life, probably trying to get away a lot more than what Sun actually is. So you can see they've kept it really light-hearted and playful. So it's just a bit fun, and I just really enjoyed it. It didn't have me frustrated for a lot of it like Bad Buddy did. So I gave it an 8. And it would have gotten higher had it not been for, you know, the things that I didn't like, which we're coming to. Did I cry? No, but I got emotional, and it was happy emotional when they were having their lovey-dovey moment on the beach. I got a little bit like, it was just really sweet. You know, discovering that they knew each other, and the orange hair thing, discovering that they actually have the same name. I don't know Thai, so I didn't know Artid also meant sun. I think that's really, really sweet. I don't know, it was lovely. It was really lovely, and I did get a little emotional, but I didn't cry. We have found the first show that I have tried of these like Thai BL shows that hasn't made me cry. I'm so happy. Favorite characters, I've put Artid, Sun, and Nemo. Obviously, I like most of the characters in this show, and I've said before, this section is just for my absolute favourites. Obviously, I love Mek and Tai, Ashing and Mankorn, Talay, Nai, you know, all of these other characters, the more minor characters whose names I forget. I love all of them. But this is like my absolute top tier, right? I loved Nemo from the moment I met him. He was a cutie pie. He gives me Long Tae vibes. Long Tae from 1,000 Stars. Just cute bestie energy, right? Long Tae, Diao, I love all of those characters. Artid and Sun, obviously my favourites. I enjoyed watching BounPrem so much more than I thought I would. I thought they looked cool in Cutie Pie. I didn't think I would love watching them this much. They are cool, they are cute, they are great actors, they have chemistry. I like them a lot, honestly. Things I didn't like: too few episodes, they were too short, it felt a bit rushed in places, and like some of the bonding happened off screen, you know. Really, that's the only downfall that I can see. And I feel like a lot of the criticisms that people have about this show would be solved with the longer episodes and more episodes. The characters would feel more fleshed out, their backstories would get to go in depth more, the bonding moments wouldn't feel so rushed. I just did a half-assed summary of the general idea. I'll probably rewrite it at some point, but using my drama list or something, but that's the general summary I have. Favourite scenes, I had trouble getting them on that one post-it note. God damn, there were so many. Learning why Sun has orange hair and the whole flashbacks to them being kids and learning all of that. Super sweet. Most of this episode I loved, and the fact they get their happy ending and Sun decides to stay. And Artist's like, just go back with your dad. And he's like, no, you can tell me to go all you want, but I will not go. That was so sweet. I loved it. I loved most of this episode, honestly. Ashing and Mancorn's night boxing at the end of episode 5. I just love that little mini confession scene where Ashing says that he's scared to be without Mancorn. I loved that. That was really sweet. Nemo standing up for himself and splitting with JJ. I'm so proud of him. I love him. He's a cutie. And Sun sleeping on Artid on the motorbike, I thought was really sweet as well. And that's it. That's my review for Even Sun. I thought it was great. I'm so sad it's over. I really am. I will probably rewatch this. The ones that I've rewatched so far have been Tale of a Thousand Stars I rewatched once, and Cutie Pie. I didn't end up rewatching Bad Buddy. But I will probably rewatch this one because not only did I love it, but because there's so few episodes and they're quite short, I could get through it in like 3 hours. So it's very rewatchable. So I will probably rewatch it. But that is it. And now I am faced with either going down to just watching Vice Versa and having one thing to watch that I wait a week for, or going back to what I was doing before, which is like watching some of the ones that have been completely released and just binging them. But if I do that, I know that the next one I want to watch is probably going to be very, very sad. Thank you for watching my reaction. I loved it. It was so sweet. I love them a lot. I'm so glad I found this show. So that is all. Even Sunday is done. No more Even Sundays. That's it. Just not ready for it to be over. But it was still so perfect how it ended, and it tied everything up nicely too, which is not what I was expecting. So I don't... Oh, I love it. It was so nice. Alright. Well, that's it. Until I decide what I'm watching next. That is it. Alright, thanks for watching. Bye!